this is right. I'm looking at it wrong. I missed that big truck because I wasn't thinking. Well, anyway, as I start this new video, this is what you call the Akeley truck stop. Now, the reason I call it that is because there's a stop sign here and there. The trucks from the south got to stop. Now, here goes a big one. It's a big Volvo loaded with lumber, and it's heading south on 64, and there goes the truck east and west. And that boy's heading somewhere with that load of lumber. Ah, nice lumber. A lot of trucks. Here comes another big truck. A lot of trucks come through here. This truck here is a logging truck. See that big Peterbilt? And he's heading south. And he gets a load of logs, and then he goes all the way back to International Falls. And you see a lot of stuff go through here. And a lot of truck traffic on this road. This is the main road from north to south, from Bemidji, International Falls to the cities. There goes the guy that's been camping. There's another big semi, a big Peterbilt heading south. He's got some freight in there, heading south. A lot of truck traffic. And this is what I wanted to film, at least for a little while. And if you like this, you subscribe, and you like, and you share. And then that way, I can keep filming and putting them on YouTube. So you got it to watch. Now, this is way up in northern Minnesota. We're Akeley. This is Akeley. I grew up in this town, and I came back 5 years ago, and buried my wife up here. And so me and this little critter, we live over in Nevis. But this is where I have a garage. And a lot of these are local trucks. That dump truck is full of wood. Somebody's going to burn a lot of wood. They're selling wood already in July. It's the end of July. It's the 30th. Or the 31st. I don't know. I think it's the 30th. There goes my buddy Reed. He works for the city. He's watering trees. That's what he does. They came through here a couple of years ago, tore all this street up, east and west here through town. Everything's new, all the storm sewer and sewers, and big light poles, and they planted trees all over. There's not much business here. 2 gas stations, one here and one on the other end of town, and a cafe. There's 2 actually. This one is Zappy's, and this is really a good breakfast spot. And then about a mile east here, there's another one that's open in the afternoon and evening, and they serve liquor and food. But there's 2 gas stations and a lot of trucks. And so we'll film a little bit. There's a big semi over there. He unloaded something at that gas station there. When I grew up, there were a lot of stores here. And there was a big feed store right beyond that cafe. Now there's a motel the last 40 years, and it's closed. And this used to be a mobile station right here, and they've made it into some kind of a monument to lumbering and fishing, I suppose. I don't know. It's kind of cute. Someday we'll sit there, Odie, and film. I don't know where that boy's heading, probably Bemidji. But anyway, if you like this channel, be sure to subscribe and to like it and to share it. That way I get some subscribers. And I'll be honest with you, if I get enough of them, I might make $1 from eBay. But most guys are on YouTube because of the money they make. Some get filthy rich off of it because YouTube puts ads on good videos that are watched and liked a lot. So that's what I'm looking for. But so I thought I'd film trucks. And even up in this remote area, there's a lot of businesses, you know, that are working here. See, that says Walker, and that other one says Motley. And this is the little bank here, a branch of the bank in Walker. Northern State Bank. Northern Bank, some kind. That's the Akeley Tower, and down that road there's a big Paul Bunyan. I'll try to fill him on the way out. It's a real tourist attraction. Behind me to the north now is 11th growing, and it's a chain of 11 lakes, and this is the 11th one. They're all connected. And all kinds of fish in there, all kinds of fish in any kind you want almost. I'm waiting for some of these big, nice trucks to come through. They usually generally come through in the morning. And there's a guy, a motorcycle, heading to work somewhere. Yeah, pretty slow right now, but it does step up and go. Welcome to Akeley, them signs behind that stop sign says. Akeley was a big lumbering town at one time, 100 years ago, and it was a big city. It had burnt down. So I don't know, everything burnt. What didn't burn, they tear down. Now that store over there, that brick building, it says Woodtick. That used to be a general merchandise store, groceries, clothes, everything. When I was a kid, everything was in barrels, crackers and cookies, and they come in big wooden barrels, and you just put a bunch in your sack, and then they weighed them and charged you for them. But this was a mobile station right here. That was a Pure Oil when I grew up. And on this side of the street here, there was no bank then. I don't know what was there. There was a creamery right directly behind me. Feed store right there. And here comes another logging truck. See, he's heading after another big load of logs and heading to International Falls. He's going to go in there and get something to eat. He's something to drink probably. Boy, he's blocked that whole thing off. But that's all right. Oh, he's going to pull ahead now. He waited for that car. Yeah. Yeah, but he's off the road. Yeah. It's really slow over here today. Usually that restaurant is packed with food. Maybe it's closed. I don't know. Sometimes they close it for cleaning. I don't know. I've seen nothing around there. This guy, he gets anxious to get out and romp, see, but today he's got to stay in with Grandpa. We're going to try to film a little here. Pardon me, once in a while I cough. Well, I wish some more big trucks would come, but if you weren't filming or didn't have your camera, she'd be lousy with trucks here. This is the big corridor up here in north central Minnesota. These northbound and southbound trucks all use this route. Yeah. They were going to put a traffic circle here, but they didn't have room without destroying some of the businesses. They couldn't do it, so they just went back to the stop sign. So I call this Akeley truck stop. It's where the trucks have to stop coming from the south. Here goes a big old gravel truck. I don't know what he's hauling in there. Something heavy. I don't know if you can see it, but this whole country's filled with smoke from Canadian wildfires, Manitoba and Saskatchewan. And about every 2 days we get a warning, an alert that smoke's moving in. Well, it's really in today. I've been wearing a mask. I wear this thing on my face so I don't breathe it in because I don't have good lungs. Right now I'm on oxygen. There's a few coming from the south, a couple coming from the south. One is one of them gravel trucks. The other one, he'll be going north. Yeah, if this road went straight, this would be a four-way stop sign, but it ain't. It's just a stop from the south, and you wait till traffic goes by on Highway 34, and then you pull out. Now this guy, he better get going. North Central, Akeley, Minnesota. I didn't know they had a trucking outfit up here, but yes they do. I don't know what this big boy in that Western Star was hauling. Something big on that massive trailer. Yeah, we'll watch a little more, Odie, and then we'll give it about a half hour. Half-hour videos aren't too long to watch, and I wish they'd start rolling. Usually they really roll through in the morning at this time. Maybe it's just a bad day, I don't know. A lot of contractors work up here, independent contractors. There ain't much for union up here. A lot of boats come up here and people fish, and it's a busy. There's a park behind me on 11th here that's full of campers all the time, all summer until September, and then it goes down. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're gonna just go home. Ain't much we can do here because I ain't gonna try to do nothing in Akeley with this smoke. We'll go rest today. We worked hard on that lawn yesterday. Here, I got you some water. There. There, Odie. Ain't nothing coming. I can let this rest a minute. Get Odie some water. There you go, Odie. Get some water. There, son. Attaboy. Here's a big Pepsi. Boy, that's a nice big Pete pulling that Pepsi truck. Boy, that's a big, nice Peterbilt. Here they use this route. Where's your treats, Odie? Oh, there they are. There's our treats. Well, you're gonna get Odie a few treats. I don't think this I'm against the law by parking here and filming. This is okay. There you go, Woody. Treats. There you go. He ain't too interested. No, I guess not. He dropped that one. I think he's standing on a treat. Yeah, well, you know, treats for Odie. Sure, a lot of our big trucks up here. That's the internet. It's 30 miles an hour, but these boys are going about 40. Now here comes a truck from the south. I don't know if he's got a big Caterpillar on there, or if this is another gravel truck, I guess. Yeah. Peterbilt. I don't know what's going on, but they're doing something. Comes another one from the south. Big Peterbilt. He's got something on there, but flashing lights, but he'll be heading north here. Big stacks on there, 6-8-inch stacks. Well, he's got something on there, a big wide thing. Don't know what it is. Yeah. Well, we've seen a few trucks, Odie. Well, please like and subscribe, or I ain't gonna do this. I'll just sit here and watch, and I won't film it, but look at this crazy truck. Crazy fresh. Oh, I don't know. Not very fresh. Don't know what it is. Big truck is all I know. There was a guy restoring old pickups. Old junk Fords on there. Oh, look at that RV guy spin out. He needs a ticket. Look at there. He needs a ticket. Look at him go. My goodness. They fly through this town. Don't they, Odie? Yeah, they fly through the town. Look at this guy coming with that U-Haul. Just a blazing. 30 miles an hour, and if they ain't going 40, 45, then I've underestimated something. Yeah. Well, it's usually a good time to watch because that's about 30 what that black car's doing. And but they coming from east and west, they really travel. Yeah, the old restaurant's closed today because there's nobody there. What do you want, Odie? Odie's a good boy. He's my traveling companion. Goes with me every place. But he don't eat or drink water. He's just funny. There was a truck through, probably heading over somewhere, Duluth or somewhere. I don't know. Duluth's east and Fargo's west. So that's the route we're on. Detroit Lakes, Fargo. And there's nothing really east until you get to Duluth. And that's 140 miles from Akeley. Fargo, I don't know, is over 100 that way. I ain't been to Fargo for years. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Odie, I don't know. What do you think? There aren't a lot of trucks today. Maybe it's a bad day and I'll just have to go home. I don't know what time it is. 7:43. We'll wait till 8 o'clock and we'll go. Yeah, that cafe's closed. They close once a month on a Wednesday to clean. Or something. I don't know what they do. Yeah. I'm surprised there isn't more truck traffic. Yeah. We're gonna go home and get something to eat, Odie. You ready? We go home and get something to eat. I just stay home today. The smoke's out here. You can see the smoke in the skies. It ain't bad, but it ain't good. But it's for me breathing it without something on my face. There goes a Manion truck, and they run between Fargo and Duluth, I guess. All the small towns deliver. I don't even know what they deliver. You see them around a lot. It ain't food, it's lumber stuff, I think. I suppose a weekend, this place is probably far more busy. Right, Odie? We're not getting out today, Odie. There's too much smoke. You can look out here. There, see? Big dog up there. Yeah, we ain't gonna wait much longer. Well, this town holds a lot of secrets. Some good, some not so good, I guess. There's a big semi right here. It's a big Pete. Big stacks. He's got a load of lumber out of, it says Truth Floor. Whatever that means. Elver lines. Huh. Elver truck out of Duluth. Must be a private guy because he's got a different truck than they run. Elver, I think, runs Volvos. That was an interesting truck. He's hauling something somewhere, some lumber product. What he's anxious, he wants to get out, but he ain't getting out. Come on, little son. We'll wait a little longer and then we'll go, Odie. Tweeting. A lot of businesses. Park Rapids is about a 3,000 population town. A lot of businesses west on this 34, about 18 miles. Nice city. I like it. It's clean and a lot of businesses, a lot of Main Street businesses. Where this Main Street used to be busy and now it's pretty well dead. There's nothing there. Post office, thrift store on the other side. That blue building's empty and there's a wood tick, nothing there no more. Gas station, cafe. Essentials. There's a Dollar General here. It's down the other end. There was another truck. Arbig. I don't know where they're going with that stuff. Sure work. But anyway, Odie and I, we ain't going to stay much longer and we're going to go home. Right, Odie? 8 o'clock we're going home. We've sat here for a half hour better. So I got to figure out a way to download these better than I do to get them on my site. But anyway, this site is the Brother Case, one word, small case letters. And sometimes to get it, you got to spell it out, the Brother Case. And that's my channel. And I'm going to try this for a little while. I don't know if I'll do it every day, but I might for a while to see how it pans out. And I figured in the morning, early morning like this, there's more traffic. Truck traffic. So there's more truck traffic here than in Walker and in Park Rapids. Those roads run north, south, east, and west too, but they got too many towns. So truckers don't take it. They take this one where they don't stop. There goes a yellow car. I don't know what that guy's doing. Kind of a nut, I guess. Well, I'll give her a little more, Odin, and let's see what time it is. Yeah, 10 minutes. We got 2 notifications on this phone on the Weather Channel, and one is the smoke. Air quality index. Yeah, smoke. Northerly winds will continue transporting waves of heavy surface smoke from wildfires in Canada. We get about 2 or 3 days a week where there is none. The rest of the time it's all smoke. That's terrible. Ain't much going on here. I usually check the air quality here. Motorcycles. Wonder how they breathe. Well, they don't notice it if your lungs are good. Breathing is poor here. Poor breathing. With air quality at 156. Unhealthy. So that's why I gotta stay out of it. I ain't no rush to get that in my lungs. Well, I guess that cafe is open, but people are just coming there now. It's just mostly regulars that go there, except Saturdays and Fridays, Sundays, big days. Tourists, you know. And they stop for breakfast there. Yeah, don't they, Ode? We go home, and we cut your hair. This is Odie, my boy. You need a haircut, Odie. He's a little shih tzu. He's 2 years old, the 1st of August, so he's been with me a long time, and he's my buddy. Name's Odie. Odie, do you like your grandpa? Yeah, he says grandpa's a good guy, but he ain't getting me out of here. Well, I think we're going to take off. It's almost 8, and I don't see nothing coming, so... Well, there's one from the south, but it's just another gravel truck. So, we'll get out of here. Yeah. I've been running over nothing, so... Film a little as we go back. It's the main street of Akeley. Not much here. Here's that big Paul Bunyan statue there's the Dollar General. That's the Paul Bunyan statue that I was telling you about that attracts tourists. And then there's a museum there in Akeley. If you want to see something, you come through here, be sure you stop. I got a big one behind me, see? I'll let him go by. I'm not going to get dwarfed by these semis. They really go. Oh, it's that gravel truck. I don't know where they go. A few cars coming, and then we'll go. One more, and then we'll go. Yeah. One more car, now we're going to go. Getting the flow of traffic. Head out of town. Heading towards Nevis, which is 5.5, 6 miles. The sign says it's 5. Park Rapids 17, so I guess they know more than I do. This road goes, everything's changed, but since I was a kid here, I lived in Akeley at the time of the steam engines. There's a railroad grade right over there, and now it's a bike trail. That's what they've done because there's been no rail traffic through here for years. But you can detect that haze in the sky. If you look, that's not haze, it's smoke. If you get out in that, you're going to soon be sick. Breathing. End up a little poor. Well, Woody and I'll head home, and we come from Nevis over here to Akeley almost every day to go to my garage. I mow that lawn over there and work and piddle on stuff. A couple of boat motors and boats over there. A couple of things that I work on and eventually will sell. That guy's the one that hauled that wood. I don't know where he took it. Somewhere. Well, the speed limit is 60 here, but most people travel a little faster. A pickup coming behind me, a Chevrolet, and he'll pass in this passing lane. He's going around me now. Guy bailed. I don't know what he bailed. I think he planted alfalfa. And I gotta show you over here where I live, this corn. This corn is crazy. It's about 8 feet tall and tasseled, ears forming and growing, and as soon as they get nice ears that are ripe, I'm gonna eat some field corn, because we used to eat it all the time. I don't know why you can't eat it now. It's our big, it's the internet. Everything's underground now, see? So they're pulling some kind of a cable somewhere. They bore underground. Everything's underground. Except the power right here is overhead. And that is Itasca Mantrap. And through this power here. My friend Steve is the CEO of that. Him and his wife Jackie were my neighbors for about 5 months, and they took care of me all the time I was sick. Checked on me and picked stuff up for me, and now we're gonna go home. We're about a mile from Nevis. You can see that tower way off in the distance. Mile and a quarter, maybe a half, I don't know. But we turn onto this road, and I stay pretty much on the tar. I don't like gravel roads, but there are a lot of them up here. I gotta show you that corn. That corn is really something. That guy is a real farmer. His friend that worked for him was broke down over the last week, and I talked to him, and he told me that this guy farms 30,000 acres in northern Minnesota. Well, I'm sure most of that land he leases. He grows corn and kidney beans. I don't know what else, hay. And so he's a big farmer. He has big equipment. They come in, like when they harvest this 100 acres of corn here that I'm going to show you. I don't think it's 100 acres. I don't know what it is. It's a lot of corn. And when they harvest that, they do it at night. You can't even see it. I'd like to watch them, but everything they do over here is at night. I don't know why. Well, I think it's because they got to drive their equipment from Ponsford here, and there ain't much traffic at night. There's the two big storage buildings. If you need storage, it's right over here. And when I was a kid, that whole area there, acreage is probably 40, 50 acres, was all airport. But now that farmer leased it, and it's he hays. It starts somewhere in here haying, and then he hays at night too. You never see him in the day. That's a big hay field that's ready to be cut again. Second crop. And this is the cornfield. It just goes, I don't know how far that is down there. It's a long ways. The guy told me how many acres of corn this was. This corn is huge. It's 7, 8 feet tall. You can see it's all tasseled and ears. Just huge for northern Minnesota. It was shoulder high by the 4th, and now it's way up here. And there's a car coming behind me, but he's going to have to wait while I turn. I'm going to turn, and me and Odie are going to get my mail, and then we'll go home here. That car will run over you if you don't turn. There's where I get my mail, but I'll go up here and turn around. Just look at this corn. Look at how tall it is. It's just crazy tall. I could drive in there. No, I think that's a ridge. I'll turn around. Boy, I'm going to eat some of that. And then there's a guy up here that's got a garden. The bear comes there and tips that big thing right over and eats. Boy, look at the ears of corn. Just crazy full. And this is where I get my mail. Right here. I'll get it here. Move over, Woody. Grandpa will be right back. Oops, I got to put my oxygen. Oh, I need it. Hooked up. Oh boy, I'm old. Old and crippled. Well, let's just check this. Oh, we're here. Mostly dead stuff. Yeah. Tomorrow there'll be mail. Okay, Odie. We go home now. This is your mail. That's what it says, Odie's mail. Shut my oxygen on. And I'll film till I get in the yard. Yeah. Well, I live here. Right there. This, right over there, is my big garden. I'll show you that. Okay, buddy. Got a nail coal. But I better put this on my head. This way. Go in. That's good. Nobody gonna touch that. Then you get your dog. He's big. Okay, Woody. Let's go. Sorry. This is my garden. These are tomatoes. And there's a lot of them on there, but they're not ripe. There's a lot of them here, and they're not ripe. There's some big cabbage. These are these big taties. Big potatoes. They're so big they fell over. I had to tie them up. And these cabbage are huge. There's some big heads coming. Yeah. Okay, Howdy. Let's go in the house. Come on, Howdy. Come on, Howdy. Let's go in.